One.
I'm not. It's Thanksgiving. There are way too many other things I can.
Really? Yeah. Yeah. Really? Yeah. Oh, right, right. I don't. Oh, no, no. Okay. Doing, Dougie? That is planning. It is.
Hey, Bill, Bob.
Today. What? thought it was for some reason.
You guys come
They
on.
ain't
You guys
heard
want to
you.
be there? Come to the-
Yes.
Okay, I'd like to call the meeting to order and invite you to please stand for the opening prayer and the Pledge of Allegiance. Please remove your hat if you have one on. Lord, thank you for bringing us together tonight to celebrate the world that you've given us to be thankful for. In this thankful season of giving and sharing and just having everything that we could possibly have, let us be more and more thankful as we go about our days. Let us share that with the people around us, and let us remember that it's your love and your name that we're sharing. In your name we pray. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty, justice for all. Okay, so the first section is public comment, and no one is signed up. But I would like to take the opportunity to recognize, I haven't done this in the past, but we've got previous Commissioner Laurent Mayor here, Junior Freeman. We've got future commissioners, Wayne Herbert and Tim Vanoy. So I'd just like to recognize those people that are in attendance tonight, and thank you for your service that you've given us. So we'll go to the adoption of the agenda and consent items. Is there anybody want to make?
So moved.
Okay.
Second.
So it's all, everybody in favor?
Aye.
Okay. So those are approved. We'll move right quickly into appointments, recognitions, and presentations. So we've got Chief Jacob Randall will come up and do recognition.
Thank you, Mayor, Commissioners, citizens. Every year, we typically present the Follow the Footstep Award during the Tunnel to Towers 5K run hosted here in Swansboro that honors FDNY firefighter Stephen Siller's journey and legacy. The award recognizes others who display his same characteristics by what he lived by, which is why we have time, let us do good. Unfortunately, due to some shift schedules and unavoidable conflicts, Engineer Stalin was unable to make it. If you want to come on up here. To ensure that he receives this heartfelt recognition he does deserve, I wanted to present this tonight to him. Since joining the Swansboro Fire Department, Stalin has exemplified the very spirit this award represents. Despite managing the significant responsibilities of a full-time fire captain at Camp Lejeune, he's remained deeply committed to this department, providing duty coverage, mentoring younger firefighters, and making personal sacrifices to support both our agency and his community. He has consistently put others before himself, even when it meant time away from home. Stalin's impact extends far beyond call responses. He has been a steady mentor, a calm leader, and a source of knowledge and experience for those around him. Loyalty, professionalism, and his selfless service mirror the values that define Stephen Siller's life and heroic actions. Through more than a decade of unwavering dedication, Stalin Gramosin has truly followed in the footsteps of Stephen Siller. His service reminds us that heroism is not only found in a singular moment, but in the years of that consistent sacrifice, his humility, and the commitment to others. So with great pride and gratitude, I would like to present this Tunnel to Towers Award to the volunteer firefighter, Stalin Gramosin. You want to go shake their hand? Thank you all.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so now we'll ask Chief Dwayne Taylor to come up, and we've got two new officers to swear in tonight.
Mr. Mayor, and the board, I'd like to introduce Officer Daniel Greger. Officer Greger comes to us from Havelock via the Marine Corps. He's still an active reserve member with the U.S. Marine Corps. What are you, first lieutenant now, Daniel? Captain. He's a captain now. Also, I'd like to introduce Stephen Ferguson. Stephen Ferguson is a local young man. His family was raised here, and his father was also in the service. That's how he's made his way back here. So, we want to bring up the families, and we'll get you guys sworn in.
Thank you. Right on up. Okay, so we're going to do it both at the same time. Chief told me I had to do them at the same time, so we're going to read it and you'll both repeat it at the same time. So I, and state your name, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States, that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to the state of North Carolina and to the constitutional powers and authorities which are or may be established for the government thereof, that I will endeavor to support, maintain, and defend the Constitution of said state, not inconsistent with the Constitution of the United States, that I will be alert and vigilant to enforce the criminal laws of this state, that I will not be influenced in any manner on account of personal bias or prejudice, that I will faithfully and impartially execute the duties of my office as police officer according to the best of my skills, abilities, and judgment. So help me God. Okay, you're sworn in, and now you're officers for Swansboro. Thank you for your service. I bet you. Do you live here in town? Do you live here in town? Do you live in Swansboro? Yes. Oh, okay, yeah, okay. Yeah. And if y'all could come right along this way and let them congratulate you, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yes, sir.
I'll be here all week.
Gee. I'll give everybody just a moment. Okay, so next is public hearing, which we have none, so we'll move right straight to non-consent. Oh, excuse me, recognition, I skipped, I'm sorry. We got recognition of outgoing board members. I'm so sorry, I apologize. So John Barlow's going to do that.
It's my pleasure to recognize Pat Turner and Joe Brown for their dedication and service to the town of Swansboro. Their terms on the Board of Commissioners come to an end. Joe, this was 2 years ago. You were elected December 23, and prior to that, you served 6 months on the Planning Board and simultaneously a year on the Travel Tourism Development Authority. Correct? I got that right. Yep. Pat, you go back a little further. Starting in 1999, you served on the Planning Board until 2013, and then you were elected to the Town Board of Commissioners through December of 23, then came back and filled an unexpired term in February of 24 to December of 25. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. You might think serving on the Board of Commissioners would be something you'd be interested in doing when you retire, because it's a very low stress and a very high paying job, because I believe you get rich doing it. After taxes, I think we pay them $100 a month. 101? Okay. Is that true? Is that true? So you don't get rich doing it. I know you think you just meet twice a month, and that's all you got to do is come here for an hour or two. And we give you a nice shirt. Yeah. I know the hours on the phone and talk, it's quite a job. I think my position might be a little stressful, but I couldn't imagine sitting up there and the stresses that you have to deal with. But as a manager for me, and I know speaking for the staff, it's been a pleasure working with you all. You challenge us, you ask us great questions. We love finding the answers for you and helping you make those difficult decisions that you have to make up here all the time. We appreciate it. We did put together just a short list. I'm not going to read it. It's in 2 years. So we're trying, okay, what did they do up here in 2 years? It's 59, I'll call them action items that they, as a part of the Board of Commissioners, were a part of. That doesn't count discussion items or adopting minutes or presentations, recognitions. These are the things that take a lot of time and a lot of thought as to what is the best for the town of Swansboro. Just a couple of them. In the last 2 years, there were 17 rezoning or UDO text amendments, 6 grant applications, 2 fiscal year budgets without tax rate increases. You're going to miss us going into the next season. It's, splash pad, the expansion at the park, approving a sidewalk and repair project of about 2 miles of sidewalks, which is in design right now. We repaved, 2 streets last year, Water Street and Shore Drive. Charleston Park Street acceptance, that was an item we worked on for quite some time. This board worked through that. We also accepted the streets and curb and gutter at Shadow Creek Estates. Updated the EMS service plan. Funding for tunnels for towers and Swanfest. Entered into a development agreement with the town and Jones Alzo Economic Development. Replaced the carpet here in the community room and the assembly room over at Edmonton School. The visitor center, last month, the board just approved funding the renovation of the visitor center downtown. Bicentennial Park, we finished the grant project, the boardwalk expansion on the waterfront, and we just have been approved for the replacement of the Main Street dock next year. Relief funding for Western North Carolina after Hurricane Helene hit our western part of our state. The board used $40,000 of ARP, American Rescue Plan funds, to give to some of our local nonprofits, which they in turn used to help the citizens of Western North Carolina recover from the floods. Special use permit, big project that's soon, I think, going to be getting started at Breeza Lofts at Ward Farm. The purchase of self-contained breathing apparatus for all the firemen. Proposal to establish a funding policy for nonprofits, as well as a fund balance policy for finance. Public safety, we did a pay and class study to bring all our salaries for our police and firemen up to competitive market rates that, we compete for good police officers and firemen all the time against our neighbors. And that we just need to make sure we're competitive in the market to keep them here. And then last, we just actually today finished our last ARP project. You recall the security camera and the panic button that we want to install here in the lobby at Town Hall. It went live today. So we have committed or expended all about $1 million of ARP funds that we had to by the end of this fiscal year, or have it completed by the end of 26. So just a few of the items that you are responsible for, and there's a lot more that we probably go on, but I just highlighted just a few of them here. And I want to thank you, and as a gift, Lisa's got a couple things she would like to give to you.
While we don't think you'll forget us, we want to make sure you don't, and we have this small momentum of our appreciation, which captures your time of service with us. It's a memory for you to have. Appreciate it. It's been a pleasure being your clerk. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Let me go down.
Mayor, if it'd be all right with you, I didn't give them a moment to make, if they had any comments, maybe they want to say a few things before we move on.
Okay.
Any comments?
Joe, would you like to say something? Oh, Lord.
I just want to speak to, I have 4 pages, so, I want to speak to the individuals in the staff that have helped me through my 2 years. I got 4 pages. I guess I needed a lot of help. There's a lot of people here to thank. I'd start with Jackie for always being so pleasant. You're a good face of the city with a warm smile and disposition. For Paige, learn all you can in your position, and remember, be welcoming and helpful. And I will give these to you if you can give them to them. Allie, for always being so helpful, especially when I first took office, and sharing the Doodle World stories with me. Ashley, for your assistance in making sure everyone gets paid. You may have the most important job on the staff. Paul Ingram, wow, having dealt with a few inspectors in my lifetime, I honestly say you are one of the best. You took over an office that was, by most accounts, in disarray. You turned it into an office that is working hand in hand with the rest of the staff, especially the planners, office to make Swansboro a better place. When I hear people complain about your toughness, I know you are doing the right thing. Paul Brown, you are a great addition to the team. I have seen how other members of the staff can turn to you for explanation or guidance. Anna, thank you for all you do and will do. I hope you get the additional staff you so much desire. Remember, you still owe me and the town some pickleball courts. Sarah, thank you for all your efforts. Believe me when I say it hasn't gone unnoticed. Keep up the good work. You are a force for good. Chief Randall, thank you for your vision, the vision of a more efficient, better trained, and professional fire department. Your energy seems to know no bounds from assisting with the new EOC planning to ensuring our equipment is up to date and the best for our team. Your knowledge of the state, federal, local, and national grant system is immense. Keep up the good work. Thank you for your devotion and dedication to your profession. Chief Taylor, you bring a level of professionalism not always found in a small town. You have a clarity to see down the road and the future needs of Swansboro. Keep recruiting the best and then figure out a way to keep them. Thank you for your dedication and devotion to your profession. The police department and fire department as a whole, there are just too many of you to list, but know this, when I don't see you, I hear you all hours of the day and night. I say a small prayer for you in your safety and the safety of those you are headed out to serve. You have a great place to live and learn your craft. DPW, you folks are everywhere doing what needs to be done. I know you catch a lot of grief from the citizens over things you may not know nothing about. That is because you are the only face of the city they see. Be tolerant. Rebecca, wow, you stepped off into the abyss, whether you were ready or not. Right? From my vantage point, I think you were more than ready. You display a level of awareness and understanding of the regulations and requirements far beyond your years. Hone your skills here, but please broaden your horizons. You have a lot to offer. Keep up the good work. Take good care of Frankie. Linda, such a pleasant disposition, seemingly all the time. Thank you for your patience and tolerance in the early part of my term. You were always a joy to work with. Keep up the great work. Sonia, talk about a job. You had your plate full bringing on 3 new commissioners and keeping them straight in the face of folks bailing out on you. You stood firm and endured the scrutiny of new board and all the questions. You're tough, making fair cuts and balances the budget. Thank you for your guidance and friendship. Almost done, halfway done. John Barlow. Well, we didn't always agree on everything. I have never doubted your desire to make Swansboro better, whether it be the downtown docks at EOC or the porta potties at the visitor center. You always have your hands full and working to do your best. I appreciate your efforts. Raz, as much grief as lawyers get, you are one of the good ones. It has been a pleasure getting to know you. You came to us to fill a void created by a lesser lawyer and have kept us straight. You have a big job keeping this train between the legal rails. I absolutely can't think of a better person to do this. Thank you for all your guidance and support. Alyssa, what can be said about you and the job or jobs that you do? Again, dumped on when others felt it benefited themselves to scurry out the door as things were changing. You, on the other hand, stood firm and continued to support the commissioners, staff, and city in the face of multiple requests for information, and know it was, for the most part, a bunch of sour grapes. You plodded right along. If you were frustrated, and I'm sure you were, you did not let it affect your work. From the start, you were always courteous and professional. I feel that in a way we have become friends, and I appreciate that. Bill, Mayor. I wrote that, Mayor. No, I put an exclamation mark, the Mayor, right? You have a big job to do, and I know you're up to it. As I have often said, the people you are related to are only outnumbered by the people you know in this town. You are about as local as it gets, and that is what makes you a good mayor for Swansboro. I value your friendship and wish you the very best in your continuing political career. Doug, my righteous constitutional friend, keep up the great work and don't let anyone get to you. You are a great study of our laws and ways. This makes you a threat to those who are not as studious. Make them earn every inch. Stay strong, my friend. Pat, you have done more than your share and more than most in support of this town. I am glad I got to know you and realize how good you are. Just think, no more late nights, missed bedtimes, crazy long closed sessions. Now you can go and enjoy your time as you like. I hope you retire soon and enjoy your grandchildren. Tamara, hey, not bad for an appointee. You have done great things and set some high standards. You stood tall in the face of adversity. and I'm afraid you will have to do that again. Do what you can, and always do your best. You have all of my respect. Thank you for your friendship. Jeff, well, big guy, you got another round. Congratulations. You have a great appreciation for all of the skeletons that are buried here in this town. So don't waste that intel and use it to make Swansboro a better place. And to the town, well, I started my political career here, and this is where it will end. Thank you for putting your trust in me for the past 2 years. I have enjoyed it for the most part. I have met some interesting people in this job. So if you see me out, feel free to speak, but don't yell, because I won't be in a position to do anything. Thank you, Joe Brown.
Okay, thank you, Jay. Pat, would you like to say something?
Well, I don't have a prepared 5-page or 4-page speech, but that's okay. So first, I want to thank the town for every single thing that you do. You have made this job up here very easy. You've answered all our questions. You've been supportive of everything. So I appreciate every single thing that you folks have done. To the town, the people, I see the same faces here. Janet, you come to every single meeting, and I appreciate that. Jimmy, you have to come because you put it in the tagline. So, and Laurent and Meredith, thank you for coming. Andrea, thank you for coming. I appreciate, Lisa, thank you. The town has been great. I love Swansboro. Don't ever forget that. This is a great place to live, and you folks are great. And keep coming to meetings and keep voicing your opinions. They really are appreciated. Rest of us up here, I appreciate every single thing that you guys do, and I've enjoyed working with you. We've not agreed on everything, but that's okay. You're not always supposed to agree. So we listen to each other, and once a decision is made, we move on. So for that, I'm looking forward to, as you said, Joe, some time off. Since 1999, I've been doing this, and it's not that I regret any of it. I love every single minute of it. It's been very rewarding, very. I'm going to start getting emotional here. But for Tim and Wayne, congratulations again, and I wish you the very best of luck. Thank you, and keep Swansboro good.
Okay, I'm going to open it up if any of the commissioners, do you anything you want to say or add?
All I can say is what I've said before. 4 years ago for me, I came on this board and immediately Pat and I kind of clicked together. And from that day all the way through 4 years, I knew without a doubt, depend on you, no matter what happened. We rarely, but there were a few little minor things out there, but it's like you said, that's the way it's going to be. Just move on, and you're very good at doing it. Joe, you're the same way. It was a little rough in the beginning. I can tell you the exact date and time. I think you and I kind of started clicking when we was down at the park during sitting on the dunking tower. Tunnel Towers. Yeah. Yeah, and the Tunnel Towers thing came up. And it was at that moment, we found common cause. And it was from that day on, I thought I could talk to you about anything. We could disagree on things, and you would just let it go. Still kept trying. It's okay. But you're going to be missed. Appreciate your time.
I'm going to keep it short because I don't want to steal your thunder, either Pat or Joe. But I will use one word to describe you, Pat. It's graciousness. It's ever since the day we were first elected here to the night we found out the results and stuff. You've always been a gracious lady ever since I've known you. And I thank you for your service. 26 years. Whew. Man, it's time to enjoy, Pat. It's time to enjoy some life. Joe, bold. And here's the favorite thing that I think of you is do the right thing. And I think of Joe Brown. And I think that's the best compliment I think I could possibly pay you for your integrity and for your loyalty. That's, to me, you match every quality that those traits described.
Cameron, anything you'd like to say? Me? Okay. I just want to say I consider both of them first and foremost friends. We didn't know each other hardly at all few years ago, and we've got to know each other pretty well. I met Joe out on the campaign trail knocking on doors. We were in the same neighborhoods a lot of times, and we had some talks, and that's how I got to meet Joe. But first and foremost, I consider them friends. They've been great to work with. Like it was stated earlier, we didn't always agree on everything, and we had some vast differences on some things, but there's one thing about it. It was always civil and professional, and when we left, like Pat said, when we left that topic was over, and we moved on with it, and we're ready to face the next challenge or topic. So I really appreciate that, and I mean it from the bottom of my heart. You guys have brought great perspectives to the meetings and our sessions, and I'm gonna miss working with you guys. I look forward to working with Tim and Wayne, but I'm gonna miss working with you too because I feel like we've had a really, really good team. So that said, I appreciate it.
Joe, Pat, 26 years. Thank you. Always willing to share her knowledge and experience. Joe, always open, willing to talk things through.
Okay, so now that we've got the kumbaya moment done, it really has been a pleasure. So we're going to move to a public hearing section, which there is no public hearing. And so that takes us to business non-consent, which would bring Sonia up to do financial report.
Good evening, Mayor and Commissioners. I will be presenting the financial report for as of October 31st, 2025. And here is our general fund, our 2-year comparison general fund, and our total deficit of revenues over expenditures were $310,528. I will let you know that we did receive a substantial amount of our ad valorem tax revenue yesterday, so therefore it will reflect in next month's report. And this is our 2-year comparison of our actual and our total deficit of revenues over expenditures were $195,928. Here's our summary of expenditures by department. And overall, the total expenditures are at 30.17% of budget, which is 3.15% less than the monthly projection of 33.32%. And this is our stormwater enterprise fund, and our total excess of revenues over expenditures were $104,405. So right now, it's estimated we're at 91.85% collected for the year. But I'm sure there's stormwater repairs that need to get done that have not been because we don't have a public works director as of yet. Our solid waste enterprise fund with encumbrances, total excess of revenues over expenditures were $27,091, and there is a timing of invoice receipt here, so that's not included in this report. A summary of town debt and current loan balances. Nothing's changed since last month. And summary of town current cash and investment accounts and their current balances. And then here's our grant update and their unencumbered balances. Any questions?
I noticed there's been some talk going around, John, you may have to answer this maybe. I noticed that we got that $250,000 under government body for Project Coffee. I heard that that's like a dead deal. Have we ever get any confirmation about that? Because if it is, we need to get that off of there.
Project Coffee.
Thank you.
Anybody else have questions? All right, thank you, Sonia. Okay, future agenda topics, Elisa?
Good evening. The December 9th meeting will be our organizational meeting. That meeting will also be where we announce the Sam Bland recipient. The oath of office ceremony will be held for the newly elected officials. After that is done, we will handle business that needs to be made for selection of Mayor Pro Tem, appointment to the Onwassa Board, and appointment to the ECC Board, which is an annual. And the ECC Board is annual, where the Onwassa Board is a 3-year term. And we'll also adopt the 2026 board meeting schedule. For the second meeting in December, we'll hold board appointments for the expiring seats on several boards and have the monthly financial report. Did the board have any other items they'd like to discuss or see come forward?
Anybody have anything they'd like to see? Jeff?
Yeah. With it being the holidays, I think we ought to cancel the December 23rd meeting. I have some people doing traveling, move that part of the agenda to the first meeting in January.
Do we need to take a vote on that or anything?
No.
Okay. Everybody good with that? December 23rd meeting will be canceled.
This month. But we could possibly.
Yeah, that's Christmas week. That's kind of a few days before Christmas, kind of tough. Okay. All right. Anybody else?
And
Jeff?
I don't know if it's too early to do this, but considering that we're not going to have a 23rd meeting, for our first meeting in January, when we do board appointments, I would like to put on the agenda that we discuss the BOC site committee and the pool committee. Potentially, pretty much.
Okay, I guess that's it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
No items moved from consent, so now we're into second public comment. We have up to 5 minutes to speak, and we have one person signed up, and that's Linda Thornley. So if we would just state your name and address. And
Good evening, Linda Thornley, 104 Elizabeth Way, Swansboro. Pat, I just wanted to take a second. Our paths haven't crossed that many times, but every time we've ever met, you've been a symbol of what the community is all about, and I really appreciate everything, and I appreciate all the time. 26 years is a long time, so I really appreciate it. And Joe, I take full credit for you and Jeff getting along now because I put you in the dunk tank, so I expect a little bit of credit for that one. But yeah, exactly. You're also welcome back for next Military Appreciation Day. We'll be good with that. Two things. Military Affairs Committee has the December 11th Veterans Dinner at the Rotary. We took the back room this year so we can try to accommodate as many people. Last year, we had around 160. We hope to do 200 this year. So please keep it in mind. If you can attend, we'd love to have you. Everybody's welcome. Everybody can take a ladle and serve. So I don't think anybody's beyond that. And then TDA is going to do a late January or early February workshop on grants. I know that came up as a discussion topic for everybody, and Mikey Deal and I got together, and we're going to try to do that. So I will keep you informed as to what's going on with that. Thank you.
And Linda, thank you too. I was remiss, and Linda's the vice chair of our TDA, so I should have called you out in the beginning of the meeting as well. Okay, so that concludes public comment. Anybody else have anything they'd like to say? All right, so we'll move straight to manager comments. Got anything?
Yes, sir, Mayor, I do have a couple of comments. I already mentioned the panic button and security camera has been installed. The Progress Energy pole and line replacement project I probably described a couple months to you ago is ongoing. It seems to be going well. We're not getting any complaints about any significant service interruptions. They're going to have to disconnect power periodically as they switch over some lines and transformers and such. But as far as any damaging any water, sewer lines, or internet buried cables, it's been very, very smooth so far, and I expect this is probably going to go on through spring, summertime. And again, this is not just Swansboro, it's the entire service district that Progress serves from the Belgrade-Swansboro substation. Tree lighting on Saturday, November the 8th went really well. If you had a chance to attend that, it seems like the attendance every year gets larger and larger. The weather was great. The mayor did a great job turning on the lights on the Christmas tree.
Yeah. Okay, Tamara, cut that mic.
The holiday flotilla is this Friday night. If you have a chance to get downtown, again, the streets will be closed. We have ample staff going to work the event. Parking will be, shuttles will be provided, bus shuttles from Ward Farm to handle the crowd that we expect. Town Hall will be, the entire campus parking will be closed for just handicap, and we have plenty of staff working up here to manage that. So we expect a big crowd if the weather's, it's supposed to be cold, but I think the weather's supposed to be nice, so it'll be a really nice event downtown Friday night. Town Hall will be closed this Thursday and Friday for Thanksgiving, and again on the 25th and 26th of December for the Christmas holiday. That's all I have.
Okay. Okay, department reports. Anybody have anything for the departments that you'd like to?
If you have any questions on any of those, we'd be glad to answer them.
Anybody have any questions on departments? Okay, guess we're good. So we'll move right to the board comments. Pat, would you like to lead us off?
So I think I've said everything. Again, thanks staff for everything you do every single day. And the citizens that come out to meetings, please continue to come out and voice your opinion so that the board can hear what you have to say and keep Swansboro going well. Board, again, thank you for everything you've done. And what I failed to say before, if you need any help at Town Hall, or if the board needs any questions answered, I'm available. I don't want to get paid the $101, but if you need anything, just give me a call. I'm available. Thank you.
Yeah.
I know you're going to miss that $101, Pat. Thank you to the staff. You guys put stuff together for us, and the information's correct, and that's all we could ever ask for. I do want to add, for our committee advisory board we have out there, chairmen, those boards, please pay attention to who is showing up or who is not showing up for these meetings. If you got people missing multiple meetings, we need to know. If they're missing meetings, they need to be replaced with somebody who's going to be there. So you can send me, you can send Bill, you can send any of the board members, an email preferably, all of us, letting us know what's going on, because we want people on these boards truly can be there to put the time in, and I know it's asking a lot for people who are not being paid. I know those advisory board members are not being paid free time. Still, if you can't be there, please resign, so we put somebody else on it. Not, we're going to move you, put people on it who can be there. Everybody, thanks for showing up. Great to see a couple of new police officers. A great firefighter over there. Life is good in Swansboro. Keep coming back. Keep voicing your opinion. And I think we're going to have a good year, 2020.
Everybody have a safe holiday, Chief and Chief. Been hearing a lot of sirens lately and stuff. I think nice training evolution you had out there Saturday. Old Hammocks Beach Road, great opportunity, Chief. Thanks for that. And then I guess a couple of days ago, there was something happened in Hubert. Multiple fire engines were headed down, I guess 172. I don't know if they're headed to Starling and Old Sand Ridge and stuff, but it seems like there was 4 departments, and I was on the way to base the other day. So when those things happen, and especially during the holidays, I think of the people who aren't so fortunate and aren't so safe, but you guys who put it on the line every day to try to keep everybody safe during this holiday season. Everybody else is going to be very busy travel holiday. And even getting here to the meeting tonight, it took me like 9 minutes, which is like a record. Stuff is starting to pile up out there already. It's Tuesday. So if you're traveling, take your time. Be courteous to your fellow Americans on the road, and you'll get there.
Guess I was remiss saying publicly to Wayne and Tim, congratulations on your election. I hope that you enjoy it as much as I did. You got a great staff that will support you in everything you're doing. They'll keep you straight. And great job. Thank you. Oh,
Okay.
and thank the town for coming. Really appreciate it.
Tamara?
Thank you for everyone coming out tonight. Congratulations to our new police officers, to our firefighter award, well deserved, to the town staff. Thank you, as always. Great job. Everybody have a safe holiday. Congratulations, Tim, Wayne. We'll see you in 2 weeks.
Okay. First of all, I want to wish everybody a safe and happy Thanksgiving, and thank you for coming out to the meeting. The usual thank yous go to the staff and all with the town and the departments. Public Works has worked extremely hard getting our decorations ready for the holidays. So if you happen to see them, maybe say thank you to them as you go about your business, because they're highly visible. We see them all over town. I do want to say that, we're getting ready to change board, and we're looking forward to developing good working relationship with everyone like we've had in the past. Jeff is Mayor Pro Tem, and I have worked extremely well together. So it's been a pleasure with the last 2 years working with you as a commissioner and as Mayor Pro Tem with you. And so I would like to add too, I'd like when we go to some of our advisory meetings that we go to, maybe we could, in the comments section, give a summary of what happened at that meeting. So I went to a JOAD meeting recently, this past week, and they're going through, just to give everybody an update on JOAD, they're going through a reorganization right now, and the county is helping to work with them over the next 3 years to find a new director and to help fund some things that they'll be doing. So JOAD is still viable and will probably be working with us in the future on some things. Just wanted to give a quick update on that meeting. And that's really all I have to say except for thank you. I really do mean it from the bottom of my heart, Joe and Pat, it's been a pleasure working with you, and going to miss you guys. But that's being said, we're going to go now to a closed session, and we're going to need to get a motion to enter closed session pursuant to NCGS 143-31811, Section 2, to review the 2025 Sam Bland Award nominations, and 3, to consult with an attorney employed or retained by the public body in order to preserve the attorney-client privilege between the attorney and the public body, which privilege is hereby acknowledged. And number 5, to establish or to instruct the public body staff or negotiating agents concerning the position to be taken by or on behalf of the public body in negotiating the price and other material terms of a contract or proposed contract for the acquisition of real property by purchase, option, exchange, or lease. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second? All in favor? Okay, so we will go into closed session, and there possibly will be something to report when we come out of that closed session. So if you would like to hang around and see what we may have to report, you're welcome to stay, or you can watch it online. Thank you. Y'all have a safe night. Okay, everyone. So let's continue on with the meeting. So we're out of closed session, and I would like to get a motion for approval to enter into an agreement or an offer to purchase between MIA Incorporated and the town of Swansboro for 5 acres on Main Street Extension, subject to the review of legal terms and approved by both parties' attorneys. The purchase price is $1.3 million. Do I have a motion
Motion
Second.
to approve it?
to approve
Okay.
an agreement.
Then you got a second from Tamara?
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? So that's a unanimous vote to move ahead with the purchase of the property on Main Street Extension from MIA Incorporated. All right, so that being done, do I have a motion to adjourn the regular session?
So moved.
Second? Second. All in favor? Aye. All opposed? All right, unanimous, session closed. All right.
Well, it's been fun, Bill.